See if I can find a better angle. On my presence alone make the candles go completely insane now. I don't even need to try anything, you know. It's like I'm a paranormal being. Hello, Omega. Sunny, because that's what they say usually, you know, when you're dealing with a paranormal entity, if you have live candles, living candles, they will go completely crazy. It happens when I approach candles now, you know. Can't find a good angle. There's no wind draft whatsoever in my room, so the candles are completely crazy because I'm standing next to them, close to them just. I hate this thing here. The fuck? Oh, it's the thing here. I'm okay actually. Just a bit, you know, anxious about future and stuff. That's hard to control, but trying to not think about it too much. Been out for a walk in nature today. It was beautiful spring weather here in Sweden. So, how are you, by the way? Can't stand how crazy this is going. I can just do this. Good to hear, Omega, that the weather is fine and that you're fine too. just far from me to see what happens from this distance, or just wanted to make a random short stream today, so I always learn something new, but it's more like I get new perspectives. But in that sense, no real, epiphany, to put it that way. One of the things I learned, or being reminded of, is that it's impossible to awake humanity. It's like no point in trying. You just have to go your own path and awaken yourself further, and it's pointless to try to wake up the sheeple, the NPCs, all of that. So that's something I learned, or was reminded of. You can't force evolution, unfortunately. You can force people to wake up. Yes, that's the truth, Omega. It's just very painful to see how everything is developing and where we're headed because of ignorance and people being sheep and blind and happy being slaves. But I won't talk about that today because I'm tired of talking about that stuff, to be honest. It's like 95% of the people who watch my streams or follow my channel here think I'm psychotic and delusional and crazy, so it's like talking to the wall, basically. And I'm grateful for the few who actually understands what I'm talking about. So it's a desperate struggle, with being awake. You see how everybody just are basically slaves and don't understand it, including family members. So place, you're seen as the black sheep. You're seen as a person that's scary, and just people don't want to have to do it with you. So it's, how it is. It's pointless sometimes talking about it. I've been fighting the same battle, for same battle as my father did, in a way. I don't think I ever told the story here, but I'm an immigrant in Sweden. I'm not a native Swedish person, but a lot of people think I'm Swedish because I have, pale skin, I'm tall, and I have greenish hazel eyes. Uh, even my exes thought I was Swedish until I told them, no, I'm actually from South America. Like, like what, I thought you were a Swedish metalhead. So the story behind it all is in my former country there was a dictator, and he got into power because he sold out his people and he sold out his country, and he betrayed his own president, and he sold out his people, and a certain superpower got involved and dethroned Allende, and there was a civil war. And my dad was on the losing team. He was political, and he knew people in power. My dad was influential. He had a lot of power, my dad. And they threatened to murder my dad and his child, me, before I came to be, unless we leave the country, they said. Since they knew my dad, they didn't round him up and just threw him in a concentration camp and killed him like a lot of people he knew back then. So they said, leave the country, you have a certain time, And it's only because he knew some of the people that they changed side overnight. They changed to the winning team, So that's how I got to Sweden. Yeah. And I've been fighting the same evil as my dad, continuing his battle. My father was an altruist, he believed in good over war, and peace was the most important thing, and the people valued more than money and power. So I share his same mentality. So I was born in a war, and I was born in the middle of a war, to be honest. Then my country had like the biggest earthquake in its history, known history almost, and the entire country went to hell and everything broke down. Basically everything got destroyed in the country, and then the war broke out. And then somehow I was a baby and survived. My daughter sometimes asks me, Omega, she's turning 8, so she's curious about my life. So she asked me, Dad, what happened when you were in that other part of the world you come from? Because she knows I'm not from this part of the world. I tell her stories, but not all scary details or just too extreme. But she says like, wow, Dad, oh my God, Dad. She said, your life is like a movie, Dad. It's so crazy that you're even alive. She said, yeah, it's like a movie. And when my exes knew me in the past, they were like the same. Like when I told them my life story, like, what the hell is this? It's like a thriller drama movie, This could be a script for a movie, they said. How the hell are you even alive? I think the entire town where I lived when I was a baby, like 1.5 year old, it sank to the ground. The house where I was born completely sucked down in the ground, and somehow I'm alive, It's like I see it as it's almost like a miracle, to be honest. I shouldn't be alive. Shouldn't be alive. Money and power corrupts people. My dad was no sellout. He could have chosen to stay in Chile, in South America. He could have chosen before the war. and have a good job. They could have just given him a good title out of nowhere, you know. Those in power can do that, by the way. They can just give you a PhD from nowhere, and he could have had, you know, a beautiful house, everything, but he chose, you know, to fight for the good cause, for humanity, and not sell himself out. So that's why he fled. Of course, I'm not saying every detail, but because I don't want people to just try to find out too much information about who I am or my name, you know, all of that, because I can't want to kind of have like some secrecy too, or integrity, but just wanted to just share some of my story, because I'm like the mystery to everybody here, I guess. Just some weird cross-dresser Gothguy who does weird dress-ups and personas and weird mystical shit on the channel, but nobody knows really who I am. So maybe I could share something for once. I've been playing a lot of it's just completely random topic, so yeah, yes, I don't have any. Yes, I always want to talk about this state of the world and all of these evil powers and stuff. Sometimes I just want to escape to something more simple, too mundane myself. So been playing this Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Really really addicted to that game. Really love it, to be honest. It's like I played the Assassin's Creed, the first, no, not the, some of the older ones too. The one where you're in Egypt, I love that one. I had that one. And then there's the one in where you're a Viking. I love it. I just storm every camp myself and raid everything by myself. Just, you know, so like a crazy. I don't do the stealthy stuff. Just, you know, like I have like bought the Sauron, no, the Lord Sauron Gothic set, so I look like Sauron, and I just go and massacre everything in the game, except the innocent animals and people that are NPCs that are just peaceful. And if enemies are tied up, I don't kill them, but in the game, otherwise I kill everything I see. Like, yes, I'm so pure evil when I play. It's a huge game. I had no idea it was so big. Like Norway and England, and then you have The DLC expansions, I haven't bought them, too expensive for me now. But like other countries, it's one of the biggest games I've ever seen, to be honest. Let's see if I missed some comment here. I've been playing lots of, watching lots of Final Fantasy Rebirth gameplay videos too, because I don't have the PS5, so one of the peasants I can't afford it. So I like how they gave it justice. I've been reading Moon Knight. I need to check that. Check Black and Speak. Check that out, Omega. I don't know if I really like it or dislike the entire rewriting the plot in FF7 Rebirth to make everybody be alive. It's like all of these timelines and fringe like story mode, you know. Like Zack and Cloud fighting Sephiroth was epic, but Zack should be dead for a long time ago, and Aerith should die in the second part too, but she survives. It didn't happen in the original. So there's a lot of things they are like remaking in the Rebirth completely in the story.
Nej, det är salladen som lyfter lunchen. Plock. Maten är på väg.
I've been wanting Final Fantasy 7. I can imagine that. Seems to be amazing, but they remade it. A lot of the story doesn't end like it does. Like I said, sorry for spoiling, by the way. Omega. A lot of the characters that dies in the seventh game in Final Fantasy 7 original are alive in the remake. So a lot of people have like mixed emotions about it. I was gonna add some titles here to the stream, by the way. Slow as computer. I need to go here. Oh, so slow. Why can't I edit my own live stream? Alright, I look like a demon on the fucking one of those Gothguy live stream. One of those blurry images, I look like a demon. It's just, I was moving when I took the photo. So, show more. What the fuck? Oh, you watch it too, Omega. I like the part when Cloud fights Sephiroth. He fights his second most powerful form, the one where he turns into this big like I don't know what to call it, like some fish-like entity with huge fins to arms. It's an original battle, and the crater when you fight him is like his second form. He has two heads, and Cloud. I laughed my ass off when he said, like, I don't care how big you get. It was funny. He doesn't say that in the original game, but he said it on remake. Oh yeah, something cool about the game, Final Fantasy VII, the original game, it actually got me into all of the esoteric and mystical stuff. There's so much mystical references in that game. It's crazy, it's basically like a mystical game. Everything is related to higher truth. Like Sephiroth being the one of the pillars in the Kabbalah, like the tree of God, the life tree, you know. And Jehovah, by the way, Jehovah, it's an anagram, or like when you play wordplay for Jehovah. So you're fighting God in the game. So a lot of people complained about it after they figured it out. Like it's anti-Christian, they said, but you're not fighting Christ. You're fighting the evil false God. You know, you're fighting the evil God from the old religions. You know, the Abrahamic religions. So Jehovah is Jehovah, and it's a very good depiction of this false light god in the game, that it infects everything with its consciousness. It infects everything like a virus. It makes everything into its puppets. It's a shape-shifting entity. It's a collective thought form. It's like a false god too, that came from another world in the game. So the guys who wrote that script is like, they are implying so much, you know. So you're basically killing the false light god, the demiurge in the game. And there's a reference to the crater in the game too. The crater in the, I think we're supposed to say his throne is in the north, you know. A lot of references in that game for people who are into the mystical and esoteric, you know. The game is like an entire esoteric. Every enemy has an esoteric meaning too, you know. All the enemies have names that are, you can Google, you know, all of these enemies you fight. Is like they are like ancient demons, ancient beings in mythology. Gilgamesh, for example, the king from the Sumerian king. It's always been in the games. I like that my hair finally getting long again. So I don't have to use wigs all the time. You know? My hair stopped growing a long time ago, so I had to use a lot of these vitamins that you can't get naturally unless you eat like intestines and weird body parts, you know, from the inside of animals and stuff to get the collagen. I'm sorry, I'm not a little king. I can't sit down and eat testicles and stuff, so I have to eat these pills you buy on the pharmaceutical companies, you know, because I'm not very keen on eating testicles and intestines and hearts and weird bone structure things. But that's what you need to keep the hair growing at a certain age. So that's how old I am. So since I'm a vampire, nobody can tell how old I am. I'm turning 40 like in a month. I also like the sci-fi. I love the anime, fantasy anime. I also like sci-fi elements of Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth. Yeah, they have a lot of these. They implement a lot of they combine both worlds in the game, in the lore. I know what to talk about when there's not all of this strange stuff.
07:45 och jag pratar med någon som heter Nancy.
Ja, men här står det workshop med Tony Öling 13:30. Det måste bli något missförstånd då, va?
Det kan man säga.
Men Tony, om du vill så kan du sitta här i receptionen så länge eller gå och ta en kaffe kanske på något café.
Att sitta i en café i Karlstad 5 timmar 31 minuter.
Tony. Där.
I hope my Patreon gets accepted. Would suck if I don't even get to open one. Knowing my cursed bad luck in this life, I wouldn't be surprised. They reject my, I don't know for what reason, but really suck. So can't be living on air, you know. Just doing this without ever gaining anything back. Sure, it's fun and all, and I don't do it for profit, but I need help, you know, to go around and survive. So it would suck if I can't open up a Patreon.
Ni vet, som småbarnsförälder så är det inte så ofta man får komma ut och träffa folk, så att det gäller att passa på. Katarina Sjöberg.
Men vad gör en bolånespecialist egentligen? Vi hjälper kunderna med deras bolån och allt som har med deras boendeekonomi att göra.
Vad är guldkant för dig?
Ja, men att förverkliga en kunds
I'm just gonna check something. I'll be back. Second.
Jag sa att enda ljus, lyssna på musik. Vi skriver inte mer än 3 ord.
Jag är positiv.
Nu byter vi.
Nancy, du skulle träffa så många bolånespecialister på kort tid. Det var ju svårt till sist att hålla reda på vem som var vem.
Nyfilser du. Vad får stämma det?
Nej, det var jag som var nygift. Jag är precis gift. Nej.
Man hade ju väldigt lite tid i varje samtal.
Jättelite.
Man fick ju knappt reda på någonting.
Ingenting.
Du ska ficklinga en, gifta dig med en, förhandla honom rädda med en.
Ja. Hos oss får du direkt den bästa möjliga räntan du kan få hos SBAB. Den baseras på lånets storlek och värdet på bostaden. Så hos oss behöver du aldrig förhandla.
SBAB har ju enkla...
Why am I watching a commercial?
Men ibland behöver man ha någon prat med. Personlig service.
Need to work out today. Been lazy with that lately. I have some weird inflammation in my body, so everything's been hurting. So could be a flu or a cold or something too, you know. But I have like a lot of pain in my body, so I don't want to work out when it hurts. And I've been doing like too much of this psychic stuff and working with the elements too, so my body is like, okay, I've hit a limit now, I need to take a break. I'm just gonna do some squats after this, doesn't really hurt that much. I don't want to lose my thickness, my curves, you know. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I'm glad I haven't had these simps yet, so begging me to show my ass and my dick and my legs this time at least. I think she's fine. I haven't spoken to her since she went to her mom's, but I think she's fine, Omega. You could lose a channel if you did that to Sims, because yeah, I think some of them are just might be even be like trolls or doing it on purpose, to be honest. Like they want to see how far I can take my kinks and fetishes, and so they can report me. They're like, using this psychological warfare against me because they want to remove me or something. So I'm not falling for it. I think they have some back intent with it. I'm not that stupid that I show my stuff on a live stream.
Vi hade en mentor, han hette Bob Proctor, han gick bort för några år sedan. Och det Bob lärde mig, så sa han så att du behöver inte vara kodare för att nå nya höjder. Utan det du behöver göra är omprogrammera den delen av dig som får dig att producera resultaten som du inte vill ha. Du kan ha det att säga, ja men det är väldigt uppenbart. Men du kanske inte har insett det nu, men detta är den absolut viktigaste delen och det största problemet som nästan alla företag står i.
Yeah, exactly. Just like OnlyFans, Pornhub, Twitter. There's so much stuff to fap to, so you don't need to be asking some random person on a live stream. And I'm generous when it comes to that. I actually give people the opportunity to see everything I have for free. Just a little peeks at it, at least on Twitter. So I'm a generous person when it comes to that. But it doesn't mean that every place is like, there's a place for everything. And this is not the place, to be honest. Trying to find the best light. The red one is the best, I think, to be honest. A random dude asking me to show for 1.5k to 2k. Is that even the big? And what the fuck? Never experienced something like that before. The last stream there, random dudes. I think my channel is worth more than 1.5k, to be honest, so I'm not throwing it away for that. Thinking about going out like this afterwards. It's been long since I went out looking androgynous. It's a nice feeling of freedom just going around in night like that. But it's kind of See if I can put the phone somewhere.
En god frukost från Arla säger att din dag lite bättre. Får du verkligen god?
Tele2, obegränsad.
I'm gonna turn off the lights now here, getting to warm. I don't know what to talk about anymore, so staying a few more minutes or then I get bored and shut down the stream, you know. Do you see my reflexes? It fell down, but I picked it up before it even fell down. The cell phone. I have these crazy reflexes, like superhuman reflexes. I can drop like a peanut in the mid-air when walking casually, just pick it up with my other hand without even looking. And people look at me sometimes like on the street, like this. I just play dumb, you know, walk. You didn't see anything, you know. Oh, you like that too with reflexes, cool. I got 1K333 subscribers right now. I got the absolute truth, divine truth as subscribers. Pretty cool, if I may say so myself. Yeah, it's also Omega. I see this master number 33, and everything I do is I've literally became number 33. It's funny when you sometimes open up about weird topics with random people, you can have really interesting conversations, even when you're not expecting it. It's better than just talking, silly, mundane stuff that doesn't mean anything. It's funny, it was a random dude on the site, admiring my sexy photos and stuff, and writing, first started writing, like kind of like a simp, wants to do something. And I started talking about weird stuff out of nowhere, Then it went like talking about the Anunnaki and stuff. I went like, I didn't expect it, so it was really cool, Like made the person interesting, I joke about that sometimes. Like, if I'm going to hold something in my hand or put something somewhere, the dude better be talking about aliens and weird stuff. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. That's the only way to get me interested. Only way, It's the same with my exes. Like, I started instantly talking about other dimensions and frequencies, and it went like, they replied to the same things. I'm like, I love this girl. That's the only way to get me interested. Nothing else works. Doesn't matter how you look, your body, nothing. Your money, your status, nothing makes me interested. Nothing. I think it's an autistic thing, to be honest. In my case, it's very autistic. I don't speak if it's not something I don't like talking about. I never speak. Completely silent. People thought I didn't know how to speak when I was young. It's just I wasn't interested in talking anything stupid. I'm really this fucked up in real life too, I speak about this stuff even during intercourse. Like, I've been told to shut the fuck up, just do your thing. Stop fucking talking about the frequencies and energies, just fuck me, One of my exes did that. For fuck's sake. She said like, not now, honey. probably probably need to do saying something like, let your crown, my root chakra merge with your crown chakra to get me turned on. If you understand the reference. Or maybe it's the throat chakra. The root chakra is, between the legs. So I was referring to a blowjob, I'm the gayest fucker on the planet. I don't even care. I'm gonna live like a sinner. I don't actually meet dudes, just on the internet I have fantasies, to be honest. Yeah. I don't even care, to be honest. Doesn't matter if I'm gay or not, or if people think I'm gay, or I don't care. I do what I like, what makes me feel good. If doing something that's gay makes me feel good, I do it. That's how I reason. I don't care how big, I don't give a fuck. To be honest, I don't care at all. Oh, hello, enigmatic lady. Hello. I'm doing okay, actually. I was kind of anxious earlier about some things with the future and my life and my daughter and all that, but it's kind of went away when I started streaming and feel better now. But thanks for asking. Hope you're doing fine too, or that at least you're managing. It's nice to see the same people I recognize show up on my streams. Starting to feel more and more like a fam, a strange fam, but nevertheless a fam. Doing well, preparing for first new moon festival. Cool. I'm glad to know you're doing well. It sounds nice with the new moon festival. I should go out and see the night too after this stream here. love the moon. I've had so many beautiful nights in the forest at night with the moon. Everything is blue, you know. It's like another world. The beauty of the moon at the night. I don't speak that language. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. I like the worst. The photo for the live stream, like the camera was moving and my eyes looked like they were, it looked like an alien or demon or something, you know, because it's blurry. The makeup too, you know, my eyes look strange. So funny photo. Or maybe it's my higher self showing on photo, you know, my true self. Holographic deception. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Now you're gonna make me sentimental, people. It's very cute things you're writing about. I had a dating app for like a week, but it just makes me want to delete it. Even the women that likes my video, likes my account, just want to have sex with me, you know. So like not even women sees me as boyfriend material, just, you know, some gigolo or something. So what's the point? I want to find somebody like me, but I can't find, so no point in being on those apps. And the dudes, I don't even need to mention them, you know. Like, I just want to find somebody like me here, you know, in Sweden. That seems to be impossible. I just want to talk, you know, for hours about all these topics, and like in nature, in front of a fire, and you know, do a lot of these beautiful pagan stuff, and see the moon again with somebody and all of that stuff. Everybody's just thinking about the superficial. just having fun. Nobody reads your profile, not even women, you know. Nobody. It's crazy. Nobody reads your profile. I'm one of the few people that reads the profile of everyone. I read every sentence, everything. I want to know everything about the person. Like I read everything. I even read, you know, what they like, what their interests are. But nobody reads anything I write. So it's it's a sad world we live in. So sad, so superficial. If you match with somebody, like, what do you like to do? And it's like, yo, I just wrote everything I like to do in my profile. I've had similar experiences with dating sites. Interesting to see how both men and women approach each other. Yeah, it is. Both sides have their own flaws and their own like, how to put it. They have like bad behavior in different ways, you know. And dudes and women. So there's lots. It's just unnatural in every way. It feels unnatural. I don't know how you can find friends or love through these apps, to be honest. Nobody speaks to each other in real life anymore. Everybody's just talking on the internet. It's such a disconnected world we live in. Nobody says hello, nothing. Everybody just walks with the phone like this. Wherever you go, somebody's walking with the phone. Like this, you know, everywhere, like on the bus, on the chair. Nobody tries to have eye contact. Nobody tries to say hello. Nobody, nothing. I've become so detached, so disconnected. As a species, it's really sad to see. Like, how can you get to know, even get like a good picture, or you know, like somebody on a dating app, just reading a text and seeing a few photos? How can you get a vibe from that person? It's not fair. Like, it's made in such an unnatural way. Yeah, I can imagine that you've had that enigmatically. I never go to any place that's social, so that's why my problem is I'm way too introverted, so I don't speak to people unless they speak to me first. Funny enough, I'm the same way. I generally stay to myself or don't speak till I'm spoken to. Some people just seek me out. Yeah, I live like that too. But most people don't seek me out because I look creepy. Apparently I look creepy, so... Probably because I look younger than I am, probably curious why a young person is in your room. Are you like a vampire too? Enigmatic, like... Everybody thinks I'm like in my 20s too, so... I think I'm heading out, to be honest, just walking around or something. If the weather is too bad or something, I'm just gonna game, to be honest, and work out. Yes, I've been compared to a vampire many times. Still get shocked expression when show vampire. Show people my age. How old are you, enigmatic clay? Damn, I look drunk. That stuff used to happen to me a lot in the past too. When I like went and bought alcohol at the local store, I went up on the bus, you know, with the bags with the beer, and the bus driver would stop me like, "Hey man, who bought you that? You're underage. You need to get off the bus." And I had like friends and my brother with me once, and like, for fuck's sake, he's a grown up. Just looks like he's a kid, you know. He's over 20. He's always like the chauffeur was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought he was a minor, you know." I'm 27, but people usually think I'm a teenager. Oh, then you're close to your 30s. If you look like a teenager, then you look very young. I'm turning 40 myself in a month. I'm a 40-year-old dad. My daughter is always, you know, looking at me and saying, you know, "Dad, what's wrong with you, Dad?" I mean, and I ask her, you know, what? Why do you look like a baby in your face? You've been around forever, she tells me. You've been like around forever, and you look like a baby. Are you a human? Are you an alien, Dad? She asked me jokingly, you know, it's funny. She's so cute. I used to get freaked out about a dude I suspect was a vampire or some cryptid or entity. I don't know what he was. But in my entire youth, I used to go to a lake. I still go to this lake, and there's like a watchtower there. And every time I came to the watchtower, no matter what day, no matter what month, there was this random short guy that looked like he never aged sitting there. And he would always say, "Hello, welcome, please sit down." I was like, "Yo, are you a creep? I'm getting out of here." Like, I said hello, and I went like backing off from this dude. Something's wrong with him. And then he just kept doing that for decades. And I came back once when I was a grown up, like in my 20s. He was still there. It looked the same. Like, "Hello, please sit down. Here's a seat." I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I was thinking, "What are you? Bro, what are you?" Say it. You're one of them. I haven't seen him anymore. But I'm still waiting to see him. Every time I go to the watchtower, I'm like always nervous, like, is he there? Is he there? Will he greet me again? Looking the same. This time I would grab him by the fucking shirt like this and pull him up against the wall. "For fuck's sake, show me your true self." I will do that. I promise you, I will do that. Next time, like, "What are you, man? Stop shitting me," I will tell him. "You're not human." I sound completely crazy. I would grab the fucker like this, you know. "The fuck are you?" Like in the movies, you know. You probably start laughing, you know, and turn into a big like dragon or lizard or something. Probably people thinking the same about me, you know, when they see me, like, what the fuck are... I even been asked that when I've been out, you know. I've heard, you know, I have a super hearing too. I can hear really far away. So now I pass by sometimes and I hear people talk about me like, "Oh, did you see that guy? Is he even human? Did you see his face? Like he had his eye sockets, he's pale, his hair is all white. What the, you know, before I dye my hair, you know, I dye my hair black. Otherwise, I look like, you know, the Witcher, completely gray hair, white, but young in my face. Where did the music go? It's getting creepy without music. I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking the same way, Enigmatic Life. It was never rude or anything, but I just get like these creeped out vibes from him. Like, why are you asking me to sit next to you year after year after year? You look the same decade after decade. Like something is off with this guy. The vibes, like something is weird. And I'm a weird guy. So that guy is even weirder. And he looks completely normal, you know, like short hair, normal clothes. But it gives off this vibe that something is so fucked up with this guy. Sometimes your people like makes you go like, is this even a human? You know, it's happened to me many times. Once when I was in the local market, I had just left my daughter at school, and I was walking home fast, you know, to take the bus, and I just feel like a sensation that I need to stop so strong, and I just stop. I'm like, I never stop when I walk because I walk like I'm a train, you know, from one destination to another. Nothing stops me. I walk from one point to the other, and I walk fast and very, you know, decided. Like, get out of my way. That's how I walk. So that's why people find me scary, because I walk. I look like a metalhead, you know. I'm wide and slightly taller than the average person too. So I like people get frightened, and I look like angry too, you know. So all of a sudden, I just froze on the walking. I felt like something stopped me with their gaze, and I just turned around like this, and just stared at a random woman standing like in the corner, and she just staring at me like this, you know. She didn't blink, she didn't remove her gaze, she didn't do any expression, and I just went like, what the fuck is this? How did you stop me, you know? I went like that, how did you stop me? You stopped me by just looking at me. And I stopped and I thought to myself, what are you? I just looked at her and, what are you? And I went like walking backwards slowly like this, with this expression, just in case I see a shapeshift or something, you know? And she just stood there looking at me like this. She didn't move, nothing. She was really tall too, you know? Taller than me, over 6 feet. It was the weirdest thing I've seen. And when I walked away, she followed me like this. Dare they walk among us? I've spoken to a lot of these people who have encounters with random people that they do not believe are humans, you know. Incredible experience, definitely a messenger. I wouldn't have asked the same question. I just read it earlier, I think. Maybe she was an observer of some kind. Yeah, I think there are. I'm being watched by a certain species, to put it that way. I've been watched by them by decades. And I think they take the form of humans sometimes. And they have like a really, really powerful gaze. You can sense all of their life force energy, their power, their magic, their spiritual abilities, their intellect. You can feel like everything from just their eyes. And it's like if you think a stare down with a cat is powerful, these entities, like when they stare at you, it's like they see through your body, your soul, everything. They see everything you are. They see like down to your what makes you you, you know. And that's like the feeling I've gotten from certain people. The feeling is so strong, I just want to run up to them and grab them by the shirt, you know, start shaking them, like, see if something comes out. I sound so crazy. Has something like that happened today, by the way? When I went to the forest, rural area where I go and take walks, where I love going to. I saw the same young guy, a blonde, tall guy, with a cell phone. He was on the phone, but he was next to me on the bus, the first bus. Then he was on the phone on the next bus next to me. Again, when I switched on another bus, and then when I went to my walk around the river, the lake, the same guy passes by again. The third time. And I went like, this can't be coincidence. This can't be coincidence. Why? Is he following me around? Same dude, 3 times in a row. I've also had similar experience while exploring caverns with friends. We come across a man by himself. No equipment, just a pin light, strange vibes all the way. The makeup is fucked up here. Cool encounter. It seems to be a lot of people who have this. Especially if you're into these topics, you seem to encounter these strange people. Can I find you here? I feel that part so well when it sings I cannot find you here. Like, where are the people like us, like me, you know? Another planet, that's why we want to leave the planet, you know? Synchronizations are always possible even around strangers. So you have a point there. There's like a possibility it's just synchronicity too. So it doesn't have to be that the dude is stalking me. I agree there. It's getting carried away with the paranoia, you know. Being paranoid.
inkomster från folkspel och allt överskott i föreningslivet. Inte lite.
It's a small municipality too, so like most places that are beautiful, most people are drawn to them by to take walks, so probably just random coincidence, synchronicity, like somebody said. Hopefully the weather is nice so you can have a nice night walk. Thank you. I hope the same thing enigmatically. Love. I don't know what time it is here now. Okay, I'm just staying for a few more minutes and I'm going out or something if the weather isn't bad. We'll just sit in the patio. I've also had a random person call me by my Cherokee name, despite being a convincing. Maybe the spirits told him that. Cool. That can't be random. That can't happen, by coincidence. That can't be just, something random. Especially if they say in your Cherokee name. That makes some sense. They shouldn't be. A random person couldn't know that. Oh yeah, by the way, I caught them hiding in the clouds today. In plain, daylight. I recorded them, so I know I'm not crazy. So if you say things like this normally without, everybody's like pareidolia, you're psychotic. But if your camera actually sees them, like faces looking at you and eyes and stuff, and when they spot you, when you spot them and they see them, you spot them, and they just move away and hide in the clouds. Then you're not crazy. You figure them out basically. I must seem so crazy to my streamers, like pointing to the clouds, like I see you, man, I see you. Lock this motherfucker up. like the clouds. Perfect place to just hide, you know. Matter is completely solid. Some videos on you talking about atoms being empty matter. Yes, frequency makes it solid, so the entire reality is basically non-solid. So once you figure out the frequency, the correct frequency from something, you can merge with it, no matter what it is. So this is what these beings are doing. And since they are on a higher plane of existence, a higher dimension, it's easy as fuck for them to take the shape of anything, especially clouds. I've seen like myriads of videos of people recording clouds and seeing faces, so I know I'm not the only one being crazy. Great music choices as usual, by the way. I'm glad you like them. And water, by the way, the particles of water and clouds and everything is the most metamorphic molecular structure available, basically, in this reality. Water can take the shape of nearly everything. Like Bruce Lee said, water can be anything. So that's why the Djinn, for example, in the pre-Islamic faith are entities of mist. A lot of entities are mist-like. It's because they figured out the frequency of water. And mist is water, clouds is water, ice is water, everything is water basically. So if you manage to find the frequency to alter your atoms to align it with water, you can take the shape of nearly everything in reality. If you think how limited human eyesight is completely possible for there to be things that exist beyond human vision, yeah, I agree. I think we only perceive like 1% of the visual spectrum, and dogs and cats perceive like 2% more or 1 more. So the human eye only perceives 1% of reality, and we hear like 1% of the optical the auditory range too. So we live basically deaf and blind. And people think that what we see and what we hear is the only thing that exists. No, there's an entire reality out there. And some crazy fuckers like me can spot them. They must think I'm so creepy. Like, they can't hide from me. Not in the fucking clouds, not in the forests, not in the water, not in the walls, not in the furniture. I will spot you guys. I will spot you. I will spot them. Some of my photos I have of them, they generally look frightened or surprised that I found them sometimes. They have an expression like, how is this fucker seeing us? Imagine being like in a cloud, you know, taking the shape of a cloud, and some random dude kilometers down below on the ground that you're watching just stops and looks out at you and points at you. That's me, that's the guy, that's me. I'm him. I would have been so frightened if a human did that to me, if I were one of these interdimensional evolved entities that can take the shape of anything and are beyond human comprehension. A random human just spots me and looks at me and points at me. I do a lot of these EVP sessions too, you know, sometimes with this tactile contact, these entities. And I ask them questions and they reply like, you're so strange, you're weird. They tell me I'm strange and weird, you know. It's a sin. I'm definitely shadow banned as fuck on my YouTube. When I see my new, every video I have is like ranking by views 1 out of 10. I'm always like 1 out of 10. Even the cross-dressing videos that I know Sims love, it's 1 out of 10. Makes some sense. If I thought I was invisible to people, then one points at me, I would question my entire existence. That's me, my friend. I just know when I'm being looked at. It doesn't matter if it's from the trees, the random buildings, or from the fucking clouds. I know when I'm being looked at. Probably the scariest human I have ever watched. Understand. I'm not even, you know, like I don't even say it out in a respectful manner when I see it either. So when I go like, I see you, fucker. I see you there, fucker. I know you're there, fucker. And I point and laugh, you know. It's just illusions they're doing. They're not that big. There's no reason for something to be that big on this planet. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just like holographic, or it's just illusionary stuff, you know, they're using. Like holograms, probably some kind of hologram. Like no logic behind something being like 10 kilometers tall on Earth.
If I could say one
getting warm. I need to turn off. All about that desperation. Still a great thing you can see it must mean they find you interesting enough to watch you so much. Yeah, I have like I don't know how many gigabytes of footage of these entities I have. It's like I was even participating on a podcast a few months ago. It hasn't been released yet because it's been delayed. But for all of my encounters with these entities, and it's like nobody can even believe somebody have had this much experiences and had the evidence too, because I have the evidence. I have like photos and videos. I have so many photos of UFOs and aliens that most people think it's like unreal until they actually see it. Like I've been compared to like the most famous cases of people in contact with aliens on other sites I've been on when I've shown my evidence. So for some reason they find me so interesting, they just show up wherever I do, like no matter where I am. Just follow me around and show themselves. And like most of my exes, before I met them, my exes were like completely shocked about how much of my talk was actually not just crazy talk, but it was actually real. And when they started seeing everything themselves, like, okay, I thought you were just talking like that because you wanted to sound special, you know, and make me interested. But it was all real. What the fuck? It's like a movie, you know. I'm probably one of them, but I don't remember it. And have amnesia in this life, you know. And they're like, yo, man, how don't you remember us? We've been showing us to you for decades. Hello, how don't you remember us? For fuck's sake, how can you forget them? Sometimes they look sad, you know, like they are genuinely sad. Maybe it's my real family from beyond this realm, you know. When I said it, my phone was reconnecting. Weird. Yeah, this is strangest vlog on the planet, the dimension.
Testa detta hemma.
I stopped at least uploading stuff from them. Doesn't get me anything anymore. Like, most people don't believe it's real. They think it's fake, and I just lose the trust for them. So just keeping it for private, show my close people and I know are believers and don't doubt what I'm talking about. So I'm just keeping all the footage to myself privately now. I'm not showing it anymore to the world. You truly know what I do now. Recently listened to a song named Live as Myself, Live as Myself by Ludico Technique. Definitely explains the feeling of being awake and almost asleep well. Cool, we'll check out the track if I remember it. Yeah, it's a feeling that really makes you feel alone. Nobody understands what you're saying, everybody thinks you're crazy, everybody thinks you're making stories up to be special and stuff. It's like you feel like you're cursed, basically, being too awake. It's the life of solitude. I saw a video the other day, Enigmatic Lake, where they talked about that the human race had been given, the human powers had been given until 2027 by these entities. They have until 2027 to prepare art. Otherwise, they will reveal themselves, whether we like it or not, whether their powers that control the humanity. They won't care anymore. They will show themselves, and they will make themselves known. Everything that they are, they will show themselves, reveal themselves, whether humanity is prepared or not. And we have like 2027 to prepare ourselves. and the government have been given like an ultimatum. I saw a video about that. There was like a former agent talking about this, working for the CIA or something. He said like they have said to humanity, you have until 2027 to prepare yourself mentally for the revelation of the aliens, the beings that have always been here. So we have like 3 years more to prepare ourselves mentally. So I'm preparing you guys here on the channel. I'm preparing you. I've been preparing my entire life because I've been dealing with them my entire life. I know they're real. I know they exist. I had them around me my entire life. But it's just to the other guys here. You need to prepare yourself. They will show themselves. It's just a matter of time. They will stop hiding in clouds, stop being invisible. They will just be in plain sight for everyone. So prepare yourselves. They had enough. I can understand them. So happy we could die. We're so happy we could fly. I will probably be flying around in a spaceship with my space brothers when the disclosure has happened. I will do my streams from a spaceship probably. You will see me streaming in a spaceship with lots of weirdos. Even weirder than me, you know. Maybe they'll teach me how to take the form of a cloud, so I'll show myself as a cloud. Yeah, you won't find a much stranger vlog than this, I think.
We all have a unique character and personality that sets us apart from the rest. Some of us are explorers, constantly seeking a new adventure, while others are bar aficionados, searching for the perfect.
I think I'm going to end the stream now, but I've been on for 2 hours. It was nice talking to you, my friend enigmatically, and Omega here. I don't know if Omega's still here, but it was nice talking anyway. And I'll see you in the next stream. See if I can take a walk and enjoy the night sky for a moment before I go to bed. Have you ever heard of white bat audio? No, I will have to check that out. It was nice talking to you, both of you, on the stream here. Have a nice day, night, and see you in the next stream or video. And take care, my friends. Goodbye. I'll check it out. I'm going to try to do this here. Goodbye then. See you around.